Hello everybody, Rick Melero here with This Capital, and today I want to talk about a case study on a project that we funded with one of our operating partners. And the reason why is because there's a lot of really good lessons that we can learn. Rather than posturing and talking about all this great money we make, sometimes the best lessons come from when we make mistakes. And today I want to share an actual project that we did with a partner. Now this particular project is in Kissimmee, Florida. It was purchased for $325,000. The repair budget surprisingly was a lower one. It was $30,000. with comparable sales showing close to $500,000 as the after repair value. So this was a simple deal. That being said, during the purchase, the operating partner asked us if we can help the client, meaning the seller, by letting them stay on the property for 30 days because she was a single mom with 6 kids and the holidays were coming. Now, typically when we do something like this, we will try to help somebody as they transition out, especially a woman with 6 kids, right? But the difference is we will withhold in escrow $5,000 to $10,000 that we hold in suspense until the seller leaves the property and we can verify that they did not destroy the property. That being said, because of the rush, we abandoned that standard, and because of the relationship that we have with our client, we move forward regardless. Fast forward, 30 days go by. The seller stops talking to us. In fact, we get a letter of them complaining that we took advantage of them when we're the lender on the property. Long story short, this person was milking the system. And literally, it took us 4 months to get this person out. And to make matters worse, by the time we got the person out, we found out that they had cut all of the actual plumbing pipes on the property for spite. So this shows you a mistake we made. We allowed emotion to get in the equation and we bypassed a standard that we normally would have kept. Had we kept the money in escrow, we wouldn't have the same issue that we had today. So what did we do? We got our attorneys involved. We were very proactive about the efforts, and we ultimately worked with an amazing contractor that we worked with in the past, who surprisingly, to help us to get to the goal, committed to finishing the renovation as quickly as possible. And when I say as quickly as possible, even though we ended up spending another $5,000, the renovations were $35,000, he was able to do this in a week and a half and move on to the next project. That helped us to make actually good use of the time and make up for lost time. But in this market, we didn't get the $500,000. We're currently under contract for $475,000 with our operating partner, right? So we got delayed, so there was additional expenses, which brought us to about $389,000. And we took this property that we anticipated to be close to $500,000, and we actually put it under contract for $475,000. So at the end of the day, we still make about roughly $50,000 when it's all said and done. But the point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is that this is why when you have a standard, you want to follow that standard and not allow emotions to get in the way. Thankfully for us, this still became a good deal because we had the right operator, we had the right contractors, and we had the right attorney to try to expedite this. But at the end of the day, we could have avoided headaches and months of dealing with this mess had we just stuck to a standard of doing business. So remember this principle as an investor. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. And sometimes what you fall for could cost you a fortune. Until we meet again, God bless and happy hunting.